Hey, in this video, I'm going to show you how to call a Java class from JSP. Now, in the previous videos, I mentioned that you wanted to minimize the scriptlets and declarations in a JSP. You want to avoid dumping thousands of lines of code in your JSP. Now, it's okay to add small bits of scriptlet, small bits of declarations, but don't overdo it. So, in order to kind of help with this problem, you can refactor your code into a separate Java class, or make use of MVC. So in this video, I'm actually going to show you how to refactor that into a separate Java class. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a JSP file, and this JSP file is going to actually call a separate Java class. So the Java class will have all of our code, all of our business logic, and so on, and the JSP can simply make a call, let the Java code or the Java class do the heavy lifting, and then the JSP can get the results and continue on with its processing. Now, whenever I build videos like this, I always like to put together a to-do list. So the first thing we need to do is create the Java class. Once we have the class created, we're going to call our Java class from the JSP page. All right, so a lot of good things in store here. Let's go ahead and dig in and start coding. All right, so what I'd like to do is move into Eclipse. And what we're going to do is we're going to continue to use that existing project, JSP demo. And the first step here is creating a Java class. So I'll move into Java Resources, Source, and actually I'll create a package first. So I'll create a package, just a location to place our Java class. So the name of our package will be com.lovetocode.jsp. And then you can go ahead and hit the finish button. So this creates the package. Now I'm going to actually create my Java class in this package. So I'll simply do a right click and I'll say new class. And for the name of the class, I'm going to call it Fun Utils. And I'll keep all of the other defaults. And once I'm happy with this, I'll go ahead and click the finish button. Okay, great. So we have our basic class here that's lined up. So what I want to do is create a method in this class. And it's the actual method make it lower. So I'll make this method static. So public static, string make it lower. We pass in a string parameter. And then again, very trivial method here, return data.toLowerCase. So again, this is the same method we used in our declarations example. Here, I'm simply going to refactor it and put it into this Java class. So I'll save my file up top. And so I have this method here, make it lower. That's part of this class, FunUtils. Okay, great. So now what I'd like to do is create a JSP file that's going to actually call this class. So I'll move down to my web content directory and I'll do a right click and I'll say new file. Now, the name of this file, I'll actually call it funtest.jsp because we're testing out the FunUtils. And once I'm happy with this name here, I'll go ahead and click the finish button. So I'll go ahead and take care of my basic tags here for HTML and body. And let's have some fun here. I'm going to make a call using a JSP expression, and I'll call that method that's defined in that class, but I have to give the fully qualified class name. So I need to give the package name dot the class name dot the method name. And so I'll call make it lower and I'll pass in fun, because we're having a lot of fun here. All right, so this looks okay. Well, not really. There's a lot of stuff going on here. I'll break it down for you. So we have this JSP expression. And we're going to call this class that's in a package called com.lovetocode.jsp. That's the package name. And then the actual class name is FunUtils. And then the method name is make it lower. Ugh, a lot of stuff. We can actually clean this up a bit by making use of an import statement. So what I'll do up top is in the JSP page, you can actually import a class. So use the angle bracket % with an @ symbol, and you say page import, and then you give the name of the package or the class that you want to import. So here I'm going to do an import on com.lovetocode.jsp.funutils. And now I can clean up the reference here in the JSP expression. So here's my page import, com.lovetocode.jsp.funutils. So the class is funutils. I could also make use of the wildcard if I like, just using a star if I had more items in there. And then also the other common question is, well, what about importing additional packages? Well, you simply give a comma delimited list of packages or classes that you want to import, and that's it. So if we wanted to use array lists, that's how we go about it. But we're not using array lists here, so I'll just go ahead and take it out. But again, just a comma delimited list. All right, so that's my fun test.jsp. Save the file. Now I can go ahead and run this fun test. So I can do a right click. I'll say run on server. And it'll prompt me to restart the server. That's because I added a new class and it needs to do some class loading. Just go ahead and hit OK. It'll go through its little process. But at the end here, we'll have our output. So there it is. Let's have some fun. And then we have fun, 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 all lowercase. Remember the code example, it was in all caps. Now it's in all lowercase. So we know that we are actually calling that method that's defined in that Java class. So great. So this is really good. So we were successful in having a JSP make a call to a Java class. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap up this video. So we went through the development process of calling a Java class from a JSP. Good job.